There are 10 others in the race. Mr. Kabuleta, what makes you so strong in the belief that if somebody did not make you their president on the 14th, they're making a very huge mistake for themselves and other persons?
Oh, okay. Because I think I am the only candidate who has endeavored, as much as interviewers like yourself will let me, to stick away from all this and stick to the issues that this country faces, a majority of which are of an economic nature. Stick to the issues and say, because I spoke somewhere, I remember when I said that, financial liberation, and somebody told me that, you're saying financial liberation, but there is, people have to first get political liberation before they get financial liberation. That was Dr. Besija, which was fairly true. But then, also on the other hand, there are people who have gotten political liberation and they don't have financial liberation. Just go and ask South Africans. They were politically liberated, but they are still in the doldrums financially. Make Ugandans poor, because it's the easiest way for somebody to perpetuate themselves in power. They ask me why. Why would he do that? Because of course he believes that poor people are easier to govern. But then why? There's so many whys. And then what is the end game as far as it's concerned? What is the end game? So I'm thinking, they say now, all this wealth, he's going to die and leave it. So what is the end game? So somebody asks me that, and then I look and I say, let me tell you something. There is a reason why, even in democracies, I'll give an example like America. You have one family, the father is the vice president, and the president, then the son is a president, then another son is the governor, and is also standing for president, and actually might have become president if it wasn't for Trump, you understand? Okay. There's a reason why there are those dynasties.
Yes.
And do you know what the reason is?
And nobody has a problem.
Nobody has, because they are elected, But do you know do you know why those dynasties exist?
No.
Because of money. Because the time comes when a certain family has money and you will elect them. So I was telling this gentleman, the way Museveni thinks right now is he wants to make sure all the oil deals, all the gold deals and everything belongs to his family. And then a time comes when you elect them in a free and fair election, because they're the ones who have the money. You understand? So that's the legacy of Kenyatta. He fought to make sure he establishes that. But Uhuru Kenyatta is elected. Why? Not because he has the money, and he did not fight anybody. And that was done by his.
And somebody may even argue they forced him to come to politics.
Yes. Now, but the whole empire was created by his father. Now people come, even in a free and fair election, people vote for you because you're the one who is employing how many people? You're employing thousands of people and so on, and your name is etched all over into society. Now that has been Museveni's game plan. He wants to create a scenario where when he goes, his family are the only ones with money, and therefore, even if democracy comes, they somehow find a way. He has studied all these things, and he knows why these things happen like this. That's why in Bunyoro, all land which has oil, all belongs to the same family. That's why all the places where there are minerals and all belongs to the same family. He's trying to build that kind of hegemony. But unfortunately, it is not working for him. I don't know, because first of all, he's going to go before he can fulfill it. Secondly, I don't know. Maybe Ugandans are not ready for it, because, but the point is this. When we liberate ourselves financially, only then can we have true democracy. Somebody who does not have a meal, you cannot tell him your vote is important and don't exchange it for 5,000 shillings when he does not have supper. It is impossible. He is going to exchange the vote for the next meal. Now what happens in the next 5 years? He's at God's mercy. So now telling him how important his vote is when he has no money is so difficult. So it is economic liberation is at the heart of everything. When Ugandans are liberated economically, and we can stand up and make decisions when we've gone through, that Maslow's hierarchy. And we are somewhere where we have the luxury of having grandiose political opinions. That's when we shall have proper debates in parliament. That's when we shall have proper representation. People shall be demanding the things which really matter.
Because they have what to lose.
Because they have sorted the basics.
So, in case the inevitable happens and you don't win, because as it is, it seems as if you are the only one going to win this. In case things don't go that way, for whatever reason, what's the plan?
And this man says he's not interested in politics.
What's the plan, and are you willing to work with whoever wins?
No.
Why not?
Anyway, the truth is I would work with whoever wins if they have the mindset.
Whoever wins.
If they have a mindset that is similar to mine.
Okay.
But the thing is,
have you caught anyone with that mindset?
I have not seen it. That's the point. I've looked and I have not seen it. I honestly have not seen it. I have seen a lot of ambition. I have seen a lot of hatred from Museveni. Okay, in truth also, we share that, but it's not the basis of my campaign. Yes. You see, the thing is, this animosity, the rancor, the belligerence, we all have the capacity to have that. But I've chosen not to go that direction.
Okay.
But all I see is people going in that direction, pitching for sympathy votes, so they have to start, then they this, then we stop. There is a certain way people are going, and I can see they are not thinking beyond election night. They are thinking up to election night. What happens after that? If he's announced as winner, he doesn't know, or she doesn't know, because there's one lady. But then, when I start thinking, I am actually thinking about what I would do exactly when I am announced as winner. That's when my thinking actually starts. Because there are people down in those opposition parties whom I have identified will have big positions in my government. Because you can tell, not the leadership, not most decided leadership, but people who are there, and you listen to him speak, and you see something similar to you, and you say, now this is somebody whom you can task to go and make people rich in a certain locality. Okay. This is somebody whom you can give performance indicators and say, I want you to go and turn people's lives around here in these places. But they're in those places because that's where they think they will get, political mileage and so on, and clout. But in this government, I see so many people who are in those parties whom I can work with when I become president. So the whole point is about the mindset. I was in some place where somebody was telling me, they listened to me a lot, and telling them about all this financial liberation. And then somebody told me, promise us one thing, that even if you don't win, they said, we'll vote for you, but promise us one thing. Even if you don't win, please come and teach us how to liberate ourselves financially.
Talking about that, because I want us to leave economics to talk about education.